Let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Bart Simpson. If you've ever watched American TV growing up, you know that the Simpsons were at the top of that list. Okay, my name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I am a flow state specialist. I love to break things down. I love to look at things from a more enhanced spiritual perspective. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this. Let's go. Bart Simpson is someone that I grew up watching, and a lot of my consciousness, I noticed, is determined through Bart Simpson's prankster edge, okay? It's his ability to completely show up as the rebel, okay? The one that defies authority, defies rules, don't tread on me, bite me, don't have a cowman, ay caramba. All of these little statements that he made, especially kiss my ass, is a reference to being a bit of a prankster, because apparently, and this is information according to Phoenix too, we were actually brainstorming as Primal Sutra last night, and he was saying that if you have the devil or the Satan used to have a face on his posterior, okay? That was the kind of the rumor or the myth, I guess. And so,
step aside, ladies, I'm bringing the peace. I am so staying up past my bedtime.
We understand that there's a little devil, right, that's taken over this young child. Now, what if he had no father wound? What if he didn't have an aggressive father strangling him and suffocating his throat chakra all the time? What do you think his expression would be? You see, what if he didn't have Marge calling him, "Oh, you're my special little guy"?
Don't have a cowman? I was gonna say, don't have a foolish attachment to the past.
Okay? What if he didn't have these parental issues, and what if he did not have a sister who outshined him, outperformed him, is more studious, is more obedient, is more practical, is, doing well in school and so forth?
Oh my God, I'm student of the month for 48 consecutive months.
Great, honey, great. But it is Bart's birthday.
No, this is fine. Just let me fix this. There, now it's all about you.
Then Bart gets F's and Lisa gets A's, and that split, that, oh, my sister is wiser than me, my sister's, it creates this dynamic that he will be very, very unfulfilled in his relationships later on in life. And we get to see that. I mean, there may be a couple of episodes where Bart has a girlfriend and so forth. Okay, so first off, we have this example where Bart is almost forced to getting married.
Marry your daughter.
In this next example, we see Bart falling for his babysitter, who's actually interested in Jimbo for being a bad boy. This jealousy and envy gets to him. Bart falls for criminals, this kind of strange coquette girl who goes hot and cold very, very quickly and love bombs him, so she's kind to him one moment and mean to him the next moment. This kind of love bombing is very, very toxic to Bart, and he gets even more confused at the end of this breakup and relationship. It seems that this particular character is also a little bit bipolar of some sort. We see a lot of examples of Bart being with good girls because he's placed in this rebellious bad boy category, sometimes even having to lie about his age in order to attract these women. And, them using Bart to buy her things and do things for them and buy them cigarettes and so forth. I think this is from a future episode where Bart ends up going to the high school prom with this girl, and, we really see him growing up and, getting into arguments with her and so forth, and, them having kids, and you can see his little earring there, and, how it turns out and so forth. Like, this is all based in the future, so it gets kind of trippy, huh? And lastly, of course, we have the Reverend Lovejoy's daughter.
You're bad, and I like it.
But we notice this, okay? And this is what is happening to young boys, actually. this kind of promulgation. And of course you can say that, oh yeah, he's just a character, man, you know, you're overthinking this. I think there's something deeper here, because Bart Simpson represents the Saturn energy, okay? There's a theory why Bart became evil in one episode where Marge drinks an accidental drop of alcohol. The Saturn energy is the one who says, I didn't do it, it's not me. You need to prove to me how I did this, okay? It's not me. It's not me, okay? Start to ask yourself that if you notice yourself trying to avoid being caught, avoid yourself in different situations, you know, this avoidance strategy, even just like mocking others, or there is this boyhood charm in the spirit of the natural in Bart, right? Because he does have this flow state quality, like skateboarding everywhere, and you know, I think he wears a shirt. I think, doesn't he wear like an orange shirt? There used to be certain times he would wear a blue shirt, but I think the orange shirt was a great switch because that's the sacral chakra, right? It's that creativity, it's that, you know, feeling the emotions, it's that. It is that. And I recognize there's many deep layers with Bart Simpson, just because, you know, I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you? That mentality, and also shout out Nancy Cartwright for that amazing voice. That mentality is very, very powerful. Now, what if he'd been loved and supported by his parents? Who do you think Bart Simpson would be to this day? Do you think he would be a rebel? Do you think he would be a prankster? Do you think he would, you know, try to do all of these things to try to prove himself and try to beat Lisa? Okay? No. Okay? So we understand that there is this cartoon dynamic here, and this is one of the longest running shows on TV, okay guys? So really start to understand, how can we, as the Saturnian character, go from Bart into more of a, this kind of energy, okay? That Mars energy rather than a Saturn energy, because Mars attracts Venus and Saturn attracts Venus too, but Saturn leads the feminine or the Venusian energies astray, because Venus's energy is, I love the feeling of being in love. That is Venus. I love being washed away by the poetic stream and the romance, right? That's Venus. That's feminine energy permitting from that planet, well, goddess of love and god of war, right? Coming together to form the Heroes Gamos. Now, it's very, very important that we bring up these different topics, but I can't reveal too much on these videos, okay? You got to join our Depths program to know the deeper kind of layers and the constructs of what's going on here, okay? Now, start to understand that if Homer hadn't strangled him, okay, if Lisa wasn't competing with him, if Marge wasn't trying to paint him out to be this very special little boy and always being kind to him and motherly to him, and of course his father like physically harms him, but again, that's like that cartoon slapstick, but then you do understand that he's literally being suffocated. Why, you little? Okay? He's literally being suffocated in his expression. He cannot say things. He does it more often so that he gets choked. You get that? He prank calls. He continues to be that bad boy because whatever you resist will persist. Whatever you think, oh, I'm doing a bad thing, you're going to keep doing it. And this is why the shadow archetype to the outlaw is the criminal. Okay? I understand. I could be in a criminal organization if I wanted to. I have a choice that I choose not to. Straight up. I have a conscious choice that I'm going to use my skills for the betterment of the world, not for the destruction of it. You see? And that pivotal difference can make all the difference that you need, actually. You know what we learned yesterday? That creativity is redemption. Okay? The mistakes that you've made in the past, you can use creativity to get yourself out of victimhood. And you see this in the scene where Bart Simpson did this with Homer. All the years of Homer dissing him, okay? Creating this energy, this anger, this fuel that he can use to creatively enhance himself through rap battle, through this expression. Now, isn't that an amazing example of what we're speaking of, okay? Take a look right here.
force to a supersonic source. A hungry, hungry hypocrite named Homer, of course. My old man's pathetic. Damn is his head thick. The gas from his ass is carcinogenic. Every day I pray his DNA ain't genetic.
So think about this today. This is very, very deep of a topic, okay? I don't know if you guys have watched The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. I love doing all the voices of The Simpsons. From Moe to, you know, all these characters for that matter. Amazing characters, okay? Brilliant, amazing, well-written characters. From worst episode ever, comic book guy, to Otto, Bart dude. Hi everybody. All of these characters, they're fantastic. And what I have to say about Bart Simpson particularly is he's almost like the anti-hero, right? I feel like with Bart Simpson there is a love-hate relationship with that guy, right? Because you actually appreciate Bart's nature to stand up to things and just be like, bite me, man. You know? Like, whatever, bro. Ay, caramba. Okay, I'm gonna say that in Costa Rica for sure. I know it's Mexican, but it was straight up. Like, it sounds right to say it in certain moments. Ay, caramba. Think about this. The Simpsons are America's sweethearts. Think about this. The great thing about The Simpsons is that it's an equal opportunity satire, so they can make fun of pretty much anything and everyone, okay? They don't just mock, you know, one particular religion or mock one hate group, or, you know, it's kind of like South Park in the sense of they can satire anything and everything because it's all cartoon and it's all satire. And that gives them a powerful freedom of speech to actually construct and start predicting things, even because they've made so many episodes. It's like, you know, the hive mind is thinking it, right? Like the hive mind of all of us are thinking it, and now we see Trump on The Simpsons, and then Trump in real life shows up. Think about this, okay? You may say that this sounds conspiracy theory-esque. Maybe it does, but fuck it, man. Love exploring these things. Let's explore it even deeper. I think you have a hidden prankster energy, that Saturnian energy inside of you. That is that Bart Simpson. You need to integrate that Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson was very, very popularized in culture. That's how I grew up, in fact, is watching The Simpsons, okay? So I was trying to find, like, where does this rebellious nature come from? Where does this blonde hair come from? It comes from the stuff that I put into my subconscious mind, which is Eminem, okay, 8 Mile, Simpsons mostly, Bart Simpson, and Calvin and Hobbes, all three having blonde hair, therefore, ta-da! I show up, you know, in a cape and a gas mask, like a hazmat suit, and, you know, everyone's like, what does he do again? And then I just, like, transform into, like, you know, a giant, like, snow turtle, okay? Do you guys know what a snow turtle is? I don't either. That was random. Listen, if you see the spirituality of The Simpsons, you'll understand that there's something deeper going on here. Be the rebel with a cause. Let's go. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. Us. Speak soon, Jedis.